So it looks like former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore is being sued for unpaid rent for her hair spa. But it looks like Kenya may have hinted that this was coming a few weeks ago.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So it was just yesterday that we recapped the Real Housewives of Atlanta's final part of their season 16. But over the weekend, we reported to you a special YouTube live that Kenya did, confirming that you should not expect to see her on season 17. As of right now. She also hinted that possibly a restaurateur and a former Love and Hip Hop star would be joining the cast. According to the Neighborhood Talk, they are reporting that would include Pinky Cole from Slutty Vegan and former Love and Hip Hop star and singer, country singer, Kate Michelle. Neither one has confirmed that they will be joining the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 17 that is set to start filming next month in Atlanta. But it was just a few weeks ago that Kenya Moore went on her YouTube channel to address bloggers that she alleges that have been stalking her salon, have been prank calling the salon, have been putting up fake reviews on social media regarding her salon. But she dropped some information within talking about the salon that I said, everyone pay attention to that. Are we going to see a future lawsuit for unpaid rent? Well, now that is what the blogs are reporting, but also this lawsuit that is out there is reporting. Take a look at what Kenya said just a few weeks ago on her YouTube channel.
Now, I was going to mind my black business, but you know that's not going to last long. So let's get into it. Starting with what's been twirling through the headlines. Okay, T, listen, I know we got a script to follow.
Oh, Lord.
I know. But something happened today that just really pissed me off. Actually, it didn't piss me off. It's just like, you kind of ask yourself, well, how famous am I? Because you just really never know how famous you are until stupid stuff like this happens all the time. People have been stalking the salon, okay? Kenya Moore Hair Spa is open. We do customers every single week. However, there have been some crazies that are reporting, oh, it looks abandoned. No one's coming in. We're not doing business. I just have one question. Why do you care? Is it your money? I spent the $300,000 to open this place, not you. So these trolls decide to try to ruin my...
It should also be noted when she talked about this on the show, she said that she spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, which included Brooklyn's college fund.
Business, leave 1-star reviews on Google. They've never set foot in the Kenya Moore Hair Salon, and it's really getting weird. If this business closes, I have other means of income. I have other businesses, and I have money. So what do you have? Time. That's what you have. A lot of time. I don't have the time. So I'm busy working, okay? I'm booked and busy. Whether you see people coming in here or not, it's still a place of business that I pay for. So if it's not your money and you're not paying my rent, why do you care? I understand.
The fact that she says, you're not paying my rent, made me think to myself, are you paying your rent? Well, keep listening.
And the stalking nature of some of these predatory bloggers, not all bloggers, because sometimes it's just reporting what's happening. I get clicks, that makes the money. So I get that. I'm a business to them. And this is my business. And I will continue to do charity work and pay people's bills. The food you're eating now, I paid for it. The rent you pay because you don't own a house probably. It's just nonsense, okay? Literally, I saw a video of someone calling my salon, pranking my salon, and for what? Because I'm paying your bills? Because my money that I have, that I earn, because I'm self-made from the time I was 17 years old, I never had to get on my knees or on my back to make $1.
I know that's right.
Okay, I'm talented, I'm educated, I'm smart, and I'm driven, and I'm favored. So no matter what happens to this salon, I told you guys when I did the first confessionals, I had a dispute with the landlord.
Pay attention to this particular part, because this part is where I remember watching this a few weeks ago and I was like, wait, don't be surprised if we see a lawsuit in regards to unpaid rent.
The landlord has not given me back my TIA, that's tenant improvement allowance. I was allotted $79,000 some $100 to improve this place.
You built a whole floor.
I built an entire second floor. I have not gotten a penny back from that. So if I'm not paying rent and they're not paying me TIA, we're at an impasse, so something has got to give. So whether that means I'm going to be in here next year, next month, next week, we'll see. So keep trying, because I'm just going to climb regardless if I'm here or not.
Atlanta, it literally is a week away from our live show returning to City Winery August 5th. It's a Tuesday night, but who cares? It's still the summertime and we are outside. It's going to be a night of hot topics, but I'm going to really dig in to all the things that I wanted to talk about when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I have special guest Batty Twins, you know them here on YouTube as well, that will be joining me on stage. And then we're coming to DC on August 22nd at Pearl Street, DC. And then we're back here in New York City on September 12th. Again, meet and greets are available for all of the shows, but the New York City show has a special live stream option. That is the only show where you have a live stream option, and you have that live stream option for a week. But you have to buy your tickets before the show date. So go get your tickets today. I will see you Atlanta very soon. I know there's 3 things that I meant to say in Philly that I will definitely be bringing up during this show. Tea that has not been spilled anywhere else. And you never know what I might find out between now and then. Get your tickets today for the Kempire After Dark, the villain era, coming to a city near you. More information on that will be available in the description. So it sounds like this new lawsuit filed by the landlord of her hair salon, it sounds like they're at an impasse, as she said, in regards to she feels that she's owed money from them for investing and renovating this space, and she's not paying her rent. So that's where it seems as if there's this battle. Shout out to our friends over on X. The girls are fighting because they actually had a screenshot of the lawsuit filed against Kenya Moore, more specifically against Kenya Moore's business, because it says More Vision Media Incorporated and all other occupants. This lawsuit, there's actually a civil action file number for this as well. They report this. They said RHOA alum Kenya Moore hair spa eviction. Landlord alleges 6 months of unpaid rent. Sidebar, as you also know, I mentioned this over the weekend when we went live talking about some Real Housewives of Atlanta tea. I mentioned to you that Mark Daly is now in Atlanta as well. Kenya on her YouTube channel addressed if they were back together. She says, don't be silly. They're not back together. They're co-parenting. But you may recall we did a video several weeks ago talking about the unpaid rent that Mark owes to some locations here in New York City. So I wasn't surprised that he decided to hightail it to Atlanta, where the cost of living is probably way less than, not probably, way less than here in New York, while he figures out how he's going to pay back nearly $500,000 that he's being accused of owing. But in regards to this lawsuit, they said, according to the court filing, the landlord alleges that More Vision Media Incorporated failed to pay rent for several months, specifically from December 2024 through April 2025, totaling $21,897.40. This averages about $4,379.48 per month, which is not a lot for rent when you think for a business, especially a business of this size. But again, this is Atlanta. This is why I say the cost of living, it's far better than a lot of places like New York City, where I live. Probably hence why it's only about $22,000 that she owes. So they said the landlord, through their attorney, Brian S. Goldberg, states the following. They said the tenant is behind on rent. They said the lease term has expired. The tenant has refused to leave despite demand. Literally, when Kenya was alive, she was at the Kenya Moore Hair Care Spa. So they said the tenant has refused to leave despite demand. A warrant may be issued for removal of the tenant and other occupants. The landlord is also requesting additional costs and fees related to operating expenses, storage, charges, and legal fees. So as I said to you before, I was not surprised by this because she literally alluded to this in that YouTube video. And I was like, okay, so there's a conflict in regards to Kenya believes that she's owed money from the landlord for improving the space. And that's why she decided to stop paying rent. Hence why she also said, I might be here this month, next year, not sure. It will be interesting to see where this goes. I did pay attention that this space is under her corporation, which a lot of times helps protect your personal assets and things like that. So I'm not worried about Kenya's personal assets or this harming her or Brooklyn. But regardless, the fact that there's no news of her returning to Bravo. And yes, we know she has other means of income, but based on what I've come to understand, that Bravo check was a pretty big check for her. And this is what we notice when a lot of housewives are no longer a part of the franchise, is that we start to see these stories of issues and lawsuits and things like that. I'm going to keep you updated to see where this lawsuit goes, but it's just another story of a housewife being sued in regards to unpaid rent. Oh, but wait, we literally have breaking news in this recording of this video because Kenya Moore is clapping back at the landlord, suing them in a countersuit. According to our friends at the Neighborhood Talk, they report this. It says, not Kenya twirling into court. Neighbors, former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore is in the middle of a real estate showdown, and it's all going down at the location of her hair salon in Chamblee, Georgia. They said, according to court docs, the property is Landlord Northland Chamblee LLC, which owns the deco at 5211, filed a dispossessory, aka eviction, case against Kenya's company, More Vision Media, back in April of 2025, but Kenya didn't just sit back and let it slide. In June, she hit them with a countersuit demanding over $89,000 in damages, claiming breach of contract and legal fees because the dollar amount is way over the magistrate court can handle. Both parties just agreed to move the whole situation to Superior Court. It's been a lot of chatter surrounding Kenya and the salon that many have called, quote, empty. So that is the update in regards to what's been happening. So this has been playing out since April. As I said to you before, Kenya said several weeks ago that this was coming. We already kind of saw the foreshadowing. It will be interesting to see where exactly this lawsuit goes. Let's continue this conversation, guys, in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Here we go now.